two new special teams coordinators in Bonapa and Papinga. What do they bring to the room? And them coming from different programs, what have they kind of taught you or advice they've given?
Yeah, they're definitely, they know the roles that each player have, and they're urgent with that. You know, they get on the field and make sure that everybody's getting their spots, getting their alignments right. And all it is urgency. Get to your spot, know your plan, and that's what they really ingrained into your head is you need to know what you need to do before you go out on that field so you can get out there and execute and do your job.
You and Connor Riddle have been working together for 3 or 4 years now, right? You know, how close are you guys together all on the field and off the field?
We're really close. I mean, like, we've had a lot of reps together, and so it's just the same thing, you know, pat on the back or get out there and just say, let's just do our thing. And so, I mean, we've been going with each other for 2 years now, so every single time we get on the field together, it's like, let's just do it. Let's just get it done.
How much stronger is your foot right now, is your leg? Like, what distance, Jonah, are you comfortable at that you think you can hit just about anything from?
Well, during fall camp, it gets pretty tired. Every day we're kicking, and so you're just like the recovery is the biggest thing, but I'm comfortable anywhere. Any opportunity that they'll give me, my mindset's the same. I'm going to go out there and execute the kick.
How much better are you as a kicker this year than you were this time last year?
I think it's just a confidence thing. I think when I'm always given the opportunity, my confidence level is always there just because I have my guys that trust me to go out and make that kick. And so that's why I say anywhere, is just because my players, my coaching staff, they have the trust in me to go out and execute the kick and do my job. So that just builds the confidence for me to go out and get it done.
How was that a little different than last year, Jonah? I mean, because there was a whole thing where who's kicking over 52.25 yards or whatever it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
But how's that different this year than last year, where it just seems like it's pretty much your job?
Yeah. Everybody has a role. Everybody can execute on the special team. The guys that we have are really, really good at what they do. And so either one of us could go on that field and we can execute that play. But all of our mentality is the same. It's just when we have that job, when we need to do it, we will go out and do it, and we will execute to the best of our ability.
What are the chances you also punt? I mean, because there's that /P next to your name on the roster still.
Yeah, I just punt for fun. I punt for fun, but like I said, I mean, I like to stay ready in all aspects of the kicking game. So if I need to go out there, I like to stay ready for anything that can happen.
What have you focused on this fall camp? What's been your priorities?
My priorities have just been to, obviously we have newer guys that are coming in too. My priorities is to help them, you know, get to that point where they're comfortable and when it's their time to go out and execute during practice or whatever the situation may be, so that they're confident. So I want to be a leader to those guys and obviously continue to do what I've been doing.
What's important for you to get better? What have you focused on when it comes to you?
Every kick, every single rep that I have, I treat it like a game. I'm making sure that I'm going out and having that game set mentality just to go out and execute the play and do it for my brothers.
Who's doing kickoffs?
It's like competition between Will Farron and I. Okay. At practice, he's starting kickoff right now, but this is what's awesome about fall camp is, like, I mean, even in field goals, Will Farron gives me good competition, and kickoff, it's always competition. So this is what makes fall camp fun, is we're always competing with each other.
Getting that job, is that important to you?
Yeah, I would love to have that job. And so I'm always competing for it, and same mentality that Will Farron has is we're always competing for that job, and whoever gets it, gets it.
We've heard a lot about like what James can do and his different styles of punts. I mean, what can he do?
He can do a lot of stuff. I mean, he grew up playing rugby in Australia, and so he's just very familiar with, you know, like running with the ball and kicking it. And so the rollout, he's very comfortable. In the pocket, he's very comfortable as well. So I think growing up in Australia and playing rugby, he was always kicking the ball, and so that's what he's comfortable with, and he's good at it too.
What is the point of, when would you just keep it in the pocket and kick, and then when would you want to roll out?
Just depends on the situation.
But like if you're like, I don't know, if you want to kick it further, are you in the, you know?
I think James is a very flexible person, that it's just like no matter the situation that we're in, we can execute both of those.
Okay.
So, I mean, to put it simply, like anywhere on the field, we could be doing either or.
Gotcha.
But just, you know, James is that kind of guy where he's just very composed and confident that whatever he needs to do, he'll go out and do it just with the experience that he has.
Is it cool to see what he can do? I mean, we know that your soccer background, obviously, has played to your success. His rugby background playing to his. Is it cool to see what he can do?
Absolutely. Especially coming from a different country too, and just the culture that he has. playing rugby. I mean, it's all very similar to soccer, and like knowing where the contact point is on the ball and how to connect with it. Obviously, the ball's a little bit smaller for him coming and playing football, but it's awesome to see like the culture that like he came from and just like the competitiveness that they had there, to be able to go out and do his thing. He's incredible.
How do you look at it? I mean, I'm sure you obviously have aspirations to the next level and all that, and stats matter and stuff, but like we talked about earlier, for the team, it may not be what's best. I mean, you may not make that many field goals again. How do you kind of weigh that with your future and what's best for you, and if you thought about that at all when you decided like if you were going to maybe look at the NFL last year or not?
Absolutely. I think everybody's dream is to go to the next level, but what I'm focused on right now is getting a Mountain West Championship ring. We made it to one my freshman year. We didn't come up with the W, and so our main focus is just to climb to the top and get that ring and bring home that trophy.
You got married this summer.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
But does that maybe push this thing and fast forward a little bit? You got a wife, you're probably building a family. I mean, how long do you want to hang out kicking field goals in college when you think you can get paid to do it?
Yeah. I mean, I want to be in the game as long as I can. Obviously, like I said, the dream is to go to the next level. And that's what makes my wife so amazing, is she's very supportive of the career that I do have. And it's kind of one of those things where she said, I want to be a part of your life. I didn't invite her to be like a part of like everything that I do. She wanted to be a part of it. And so like that just like, you know, was a great note for us to start on. And just the support system that I have is amazing. And I think it'll just help me to excel at what I do.
How does that change in terms of juggling responsibilities and things? How have you had to juggle different things this year? Or maybe it's just smooth and it's not a problem?
It's just smooth. It feels normal. I mean, yeah, I did get married, and she just started a job too here, and so we have busy schedules, and she understands that during fall camp the schedule is really busy. But I mean, nothing really feels much different. It's just only thing different is I got a ring on my finger now, but schedules are the same. Everything feels smooth, and we just continue to do what we do.
How many guys on the team are married, you know?
We got 4 of us, so it's me, Will Farron, he just got married this summer as well, Sam Vidlak just got married, the quarterback, and then we have George Tarlis, he's also married, and then we just had another one engaged, Davis Cutter, I think he just got engaged with.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. You guys talk about that stuff? You guys get together and have a little chat every now and then?
Yeah, I mean, since I got married, and I mean, me and Will were already close because we work with each other every single day, so I mean, nothing was new there. I feel like me and Sam and George, we all got closer too, just because we can all relate to the marriage life now, which is cool. Just brings us closer with those guys. So, it's just cool. I love it. I love having guys on the team that are married too, and we all plan stuff to, you know, go out to lunch or something. So.
I know, like for the
give us a little background. What's her name? How'd you meet, and why is she the one?
Yeah, so her name is Chelsea. We met because her best friend's actually cousins with my best friend in Utah. My best friend, we went to high school with each other. So all of my best friend's family lives in Idaho Falls, and that's where she's from, just like Rugby, Idaho Falls area. So she knows all of my best friend's family. So, I mean, I'm pretty much part of their family just because I know all of my best friend's family as well. So we just made that huge connection. And she knew everybody that I knew. And so it just kind of clicked from there, and everything just excelled. And I knew that she was just the one just because she wanted to be a part of my life. You know, I wanted to be a part of hers. I want to support her dreams and aspirations, and she wanted to do the same for me. And so everything just kind of clicked, and from day one, it just felt like we've just been together for, I know that's kind of cliche to say, we felt like we've been together forever, you know, but it really has felt like that.
How'd you propose, and what was more nerve-wracking, getting down on either that or lining up to kick?
You know, the amount of times I've lined up to go kick, I wasn't really nervous to propose. You know, when things feel right, it felt right just to get down on one knee and propose to her. But I did it downtown, where all those restaurants are. I can't remember what street it is, but where all those restaurants are, I proposed right on that big path, and everybody started cheering too when I got on a knee, so it was pretty cool.
What does she do here?
She just got a new job doing photography, actually, for like high schools, elementary schools, middle schools.
When you say here, you're talking about in town?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah.
Boise State? Okay.
Yeah. So she doesn't go to school. She just works here.
Okay. Full-time photographer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many live kicks you guys have defended so far in practice, but if you have defended some, who stood out in that kick return role to you?
Sorry, what was that?
I don't know how many live kicks you guys have defended in practice so far, but if you have defended some, who has stood out in that kick return role?
Like kickoff return?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Stephen Cobbs, he's always stands out. You know, he knows the situation, he knows where he needs to be, and he's good at tracking the ball down and being aware of when he needs to stay away. But I think we have many good guys back there. You know, Steph Cobbs, George Halani, he's always a standout player when it comes to running the ball. Ashton, Latrell, we have all those guys that are super confident in catching the ball and getting us some good yardage on the field.
Have you had to try and tackle George yet?
Have I had to try to tackle George yet? No, I don't want to try to tackle George. I mean, if I had to, I would. You know, I think the speed, I would be more confident catching up to him, but getting in front of him and keeping my feet grounded, I'd be scared. Yeah.
As a kickoff guy, do you have to go through some tackle drills just in case? Do you do that?
Yeah, we go through some tackle drills and we work on that kind of stuff just so that we know like the right way to hit somebody if it did come down to it.
Who are better tacklers, kickers or quarterbacks?
I would have to defend our specialists for that one. We're in those drills and we have some urgency and confidence, and that's kind of our time to, you know, have some fun at practice, but we also want to take it seriously just when it comes down to that situation.